Hi, Keith Wilson here, and welcome again to another of my ACT training videos. Now today I want to focus on an aspect of ACT that in my experience very few businesses pay too much attention to, and that is database security. Maybe you're guilty of it too. Well, let me reassure you. By the end of this tutorial, you'll hopefully have a much better understanding about the security roles available in ACT, and I make no apologies at this stage if what I'm about to show you scares or frightens you, because if it prompts you to readdress your database so that it is sufficiently bolted down, then my objective has been achieved. Remember, your database of clients and prospects is without doubt the biggest asset within your business, and therefore should be treated with the utmost respect, not only by you but of every user of your system. Now there are several ways to secure your data in ACT, including a username and password. Without both of these you cannot log on to the database. The database administrator can define rules that must be followed when generating passwords. There's a variety of security roles. In fact, ACT has 5 different levels of roles, and the administrator specifies which one each user is assigned. Within the premium product, you have even more flexibility in respect of security, such as the ability to limit access to certain contacts, companies, groups, or opportunities. What's more, this can either be based upon an individual user or by team membership. Again, within the premium version of ACT, you can even define security on individual fields in the database, and therefore restricting which users can edit which fields. This can be set using 3 different levels of access: full access, read-only, and no access. But for this video, I'm going to focus on the security roles available in ACT and how you can use them to gain much tighter control of your database. Now, as I said, within ACT there's 5 different roles that you can assign. These determine what features are available and the functions they can perform. Now, when you first create a database, whoever created it is automatically assigned as an administrator, and as you add new users, you specify what their role will be. At the end of this tutorial, I will provide a link to a detailed listing of the roles and their associated permissions, but for now, I just want to give you a quick overview of each one. Okay, the administrator role. This is the highest role available in ACT and provides access to every single function. However, there is a slight flaw in this statement, and it's hugely important that you're aware of it. Therefore, if you're doing other things while watching this video, please stop right now and give this your undivided attention. It really is important that you get this. Don't just assume that because you're the only administrator that you have total control over your database, because unfortunately you don't. From within many of the different modes, i.e. contacts, companies, groups, opportunities, etc., there's a tab relating to the access users have to that particular record. So let me quickly show you. Here we are on the contact level, and you'll see there on the contact access tab we have the ability to define certain access levels. Again, if I go to the groups mode, I have this tab here, group access, and again relevant access levels, and the same on companies as well. And this is available under the opportunities mode as well as those 3 that I've just quickly shown you. Now in this case, regardless of the security role, and that even includes administrator, only the record manager assigned to that record can see it in the database. All other users have no idea that it even exists. Again, I want to quickly show you this in reality, because hopefully seeing is believing. Now I'm currently logged in as myself and I'm an administrator. Now one of the other users of this database is Lance Parker, and he's currently assigned the restricted role, which still means he can mark records as private, but only those that he is the record manager for. So notice I currently have access to 214 records within this demo database. Now if I go to the first record and change the record manager to Lance, and subsequently change this contact to private, I'm prompted with a dialog box, and at this stage I could choose never to show this message again, but I'm just going to click OK and save the record. Notice now there's only 213 contacts available to me, and as I said, even though I'm an administrator of the database, I no longer have access to that record that I've just changed. So if my objective for this video is working, this will cause you real concern, and it really should, because if your users have access to this option, I urge you to address this issue as soon as this tutorial ends, if not right now. Maybe you could pause the video and go away and make the relevant changes. It's absolutely imperative that you understand the possible consequences that this could have on your business, because unfortunately there's no way of turning the functionality off. That said, the way that I recommend you overcome it is to modify your layouts and delete the access module. Now the way to do that is as follows. From the Tools menu, down to Design Layouts, and choose the relevant layout option. For this example, I'm going to use the contact layout. Once in the Layout Designer, go to the Contact Access tab and click the Access module. From there, simply press Delete on your keyboard. Save your changes and exit back to the program. The key thing here is that you can retrieve this information at a later stage if ever you want the functionality back. Now the last point I would like to make on this subject is that this suggestion is not bulletproof, as users with a manager role can also modify layouts. However, I'm sure you'll agree it's significantly better than making it easily accessible for all users. Okay, well that's just the administrator role. Thankfully, explanation of the others is significantly easier. Be sure to visit my blog at act2010.wordpress.com, and I always love to receive your comments. It encourages me to keep this hopefully valuable education going to the ACT community. My name's Keith Wilson, and until next time, have a great day.